After huge devaluation, Iran regime to slash 4 zeros from currency. The Iranian regime's president Hassan Rouhani has submitted a bill to parliament proposing the elimination of 4 zeros from the Iranian national currency rial. Based on the bill, Iran's national currency would be changed from rials to toman, and each toman would be equal to 10,000 rials. The rial's weakness disrupted Iran's foreign trade last year and helped to boost annual inflation fourfold to nearly 40% last November. On Wednesday, the rial traded at nearly 117,000 to $1. At the time of the endorsement of the 2015 nuclear deal with world powers, the rial traded 32,000 against the dollar. Before the 1979 revolution, the dollar was around 70 rials. Iran threatens international waterways if its oil exports are cut to zero. The Iranian regime's president threatened on Wednesday that if Iran's oil exports are cut to zero, international waterways will not have the same security as before. The comment by Hassan Rouhani coincided with a remark by the regime's foreign minister, Javad Zarif, that Tehran might act unpredictably in response to unpredictable US policies. Rouhani said while meeting the regime's supreme leader Ali Khamenei, "World powers know that in the case of oil is completely sanctioned and Iran's oil exports are brought down to zero, international waterways can't have the same security as before." US blames Iran after drone is downed over Yemen. The US blamed the Iranian regime on Tuesday for the shooting down of a US MQ-9 drone over Yemen by a surface-to-air missile, an apparent escalation of tensions between Washington and Tehran. The US believes the missile was provided to Houthi rebels by the Iranian regime. National Security spokesman Garrett Marquez said in a statement, "We are aware of reports of an attack by an Iranian-backed Houthi force on a US drone. The president has been briefed and we continue to investigate the matter. This attack is only possible because of Iran's lethal aid to the Houthis and serves as yet another example of the regime's relentless efforts to escalate conflict and threaten regional stability." Iranians in Finland and Sweden protest presence of regime's foreign minister. On Tuesday, supporters of the Iranian resistance in Finland held a protest rally against the presence of the Iranian regime's foreign minister, Javad Zarif, who is now begging Europe for a relief from US economic pressure. The protesters had placards and signs that read, "Expel diplomat terrorists from Finland, get lost Zarif, and we condemn any negotiations with the terrorist regime of Iran." They also held pictures of Maryam Rajavi, president-elect of the Iranian resistance. The participants chanted slogans such as "Zarif get lost," Iranians chant "Down with Khamenei, down with Rouhani," referring to the regime's supreme leader and president, and "Down with absolute rule of clergy." The previous day, freedom-loving Iranians held similar protests in Sweden, also in protest to Zarif's trip to Scandinavia. They expressed their support for the Iranian resistance and the ongoing protests